football on EA Sports. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. New York.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now
second and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, Jones. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Watch out.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
26, Miles Sanders.
The numbers for Sanders last week. You see the numbers last week for Davis. In the end, not enough to help get him the victory.
And as we look forward to this week, don't you just get the sense that he's going to get the ball a little bit more? I mean, that's just how it reads to me. I don't know how you're feeling about it.
Well, they talked about that with us this week. That's going to be a priority for them.
Give him the ball, let him do his thing.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Philadelphia. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2nd and 4. at the 20-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Wentz to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up
Here's second and a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 71 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Barkley on the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on second down, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. 2nd and 11. From the gun, McCoy. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On first down, McCoy. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, Giants.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. The 11.
To throw on 2nd and 6. McCoy. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 10. At the 13-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Second and 10. Sanders toss left side, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside, or they can really shred your defense.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, McCoy. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Well,
as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
At the 37.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On the draw, this is Barkley. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At
their own 18-yard line.
All right, Time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far this game. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run with Sanders, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Wentz will try again on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now Wentz on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards that time on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 6.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7 yards the pickup. 1st down, Philadelphia. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Call Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Caught right side, Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
2nd and 5. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell.
And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league run right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
On his 49-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down. Barkley. And shedding through the tackle. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz, and almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A gain of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants' 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
His kick
And he's got it up and through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Wentz now on 1st down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Gary on the tackle.
The Giants on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 20. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted by the Giants.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
Number 26.
they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A first down carry for Barkley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Penny. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points.